will be racing, and the KZ2s are going to explode off the line for their pre-final, brought to you by Manson's TCLM. Great start for Bray. Whoa, up on the grass there for Cranston. Drops him back to 6th place. Cranny's going to have green tyres at turn 2. Bray leads up the charge with Matthew Kinsman in 2nd place. Matthew Hamilton, I think that grabbed 3rd place off the start as they charge back down into the paperclip. Tinney with a good start as well. Well, Reece Tinney moved up into the top 4. He's made 2 positions already here in the first half a lap. But let's see what Daniel Bray can do. Such a hard competitor to wear down when he is in front. But he has got a 7-time national champion right behind him in that number 30 cart. Maddie Stewart in 3rd place. Well, no, she isn't. That's what it said on the screen before. Let's have a look, see where Stewart is. I think she's buried back in 5th place at the moment. Making a move on Tinney down into turn number 11. Lap number 1 done. Bray, Kinsman, Hamilton, Tinney, Stewart, Cranston, Matthew Payne, fastest on the track for the opening lap, but he's got work to do in 7th position. Kinsman starting to close up on Daniel Bray. He'll be desperate not to let him get away. We know that Matthew Hamilton was lacking maybe just a 10th on that pace yesterday. Has he found something here today in that WKS KartSport KZ2? There's the moves down the inside by the 93 of Cranston. Made a mistake early on in the opening lap. Now starting to charge as he goes, he gets muscled out on the outside, and the freight train will go straight by. And Cranston lost 3 positions. He thought he'd made a pass on Reece Tinney in the paperclip and then found himself on the outside looking in. Here comes the 7 of Payne. Absolutely exploited it. Well, Matthew Payne already up into the top 4. Daniel Bray, quickest on track, 51.6. Track record here is 50.27. A little bit of pace to find yet. As Bray just catches the curb. You have to be cautious of that. We saw it yesterday as well. Well, Hamilton is sticking with them. 51.6 Bray, 51.8 Matt Kinsman second, 51.6 for Hamilton, 52.6 for Payne, but he's working his way through the field. We'll know his true race pace very shortly next time they complete a lap here in this pre-final. Fast pace out there. There you can see that long technical sweeper onto the S's. And then the back straight where they just catch that little bit of a ripple. 7 laps to go. Bray not able to relax as he goes slightly defensive into turn number 1. He knows that the multi-time New Zealand champion is there, and I would hazard a guess to say that Hamilton is closing in on them. Fastest on the track that time, Matthew Kinsman, 51.4. Hamilton consistently 51.6. Matthew Payne, 51.5. Kinsman getting a bit of a toe. That's why he's probably fastest out on the racetrack. And look at him now putting the pressure on Daniel Bray. Dives to the inside of the paperclip. New race leader. Kinsman covers the line as they run up the top of the mountain. He's left the door open. I'm surprised about that. Daniel Bray just snuck straight back in there as Matthew Kinsman left a little bit of a gap, and Dan Bray did not need to be told about that twice. He was straight back into that race lead. 6 laps to go. Here comes Hamilton as well. Down into turn 1. A little bit of contact. Kinsman into the back of the 62. Matthew Payne in 4th place. Look at that stunning shot with the KartSport banners in it. Well, Bray was able to stretch away about 6 kart lengths. And there'll probably be an issue here for Kinsman, because he made contact on turn number 1. We'll just have to wait and see how that works out come finals time. But Hamilton is definitely closing now. 3rd place for Matthew Hamilton. Matthew Payne fastest on the racetrack, 51.4. Half a second quicker than the race leader. Stunning pace here for the NZGP Motorsport driver. Half race distance, 5 to go. Dan Bray sliding it round turn number 11. Maddie Stewart's back there in a solid 5th position with the 93 of Jacob Cranston 6th. Daniel Bugler, he's in 7th. Clint Beaumont 8th. Reece Tinney's 9th. Glenn Ellis just getting past. Glenn Ellis moves up to 9th. Reece Tinney's gone to 10th. Hunter Cheatham, unfortunately, no start there for the 41. Well, we can see Tinney there with an issue on the run up the mountain. He will park up the 20 cart, but he's right there on the side of the racetrack. taking away a valuable passing opportunity for the chasers right now. Still Dan Bray leading up through the horseshoe. Kinsman in second. Kinsman's just got to keep pushing and try and salvage everything, because if he ends up with a 10-second penalty, that is going to conceivably right now, wow, that could conceivably put him almost to the back of the field, believe it or not. Bray again going defensive at turn number 1 with 4 laps to go. Matthew Payne 51-2. Well, before this race is over, Matthew Payne could be challenging on the back of the number 9 of Matt Hamilton. Such is the pace here for the number 7. Maddie Stewart just back there in 5th place. Been a quiet race there for Maddie, but consistently 51.6. She's only 2/10 off. Up to the horseshoe again. Dan Bray. So quick to get back into the race lead. Matt Kinsman, that was a rare mistake for Kinsman. Not often you see him make a mistake like that and leave the door open. He did the hard yards, and that effectively did cost him as well, because then he made contact on the next lap, which could change things up dramatically for that final. We'll wait and see how it plays out. There you see them at turn number 1 as they disappear back up the hill around turn number 2. Here comes number 7, Matthew Payne, 51.27, consistently quicker than anybody else. Daniel Bray has upped the pace just a little bit. In fact, so is Kinsman and Matt Hamilton. And Matthew Payne desperate to at least get up onto the second row on the inside. Much rather make a start on the inside here in a KZ2 than on the outside. And that'll be what Matt Payne's probably thinking right about now. As we come to the sharp end of this pre-final, brought to you by Manson's TCLM. The Giltrap Group, our proud sponsors for the Nationals here this weekend, alongside our live stream sponsor, Carter's Tyres. Well, Bray is world class, no doubt about that. He's won events all around the world, and he brings that experience back here with the drivers that he helps out through his NZGP Motorsport team. So too for the 30 card of Kinsman there through the IKS race team that he has. And he's still putting plenty of pressure on Daniel Bray. Hamilton's charge has just dropped off a little bit back there in 3rd. He's probably thinking to himself, well, I think I'd rather be off grid 3 for the final than grid number 2. But judging by what could happen there out in front with that penalty, if there is one, Hamilton could find himself on grid number 2. 1 to go, last lap board is out. Daniel Bray, the race leader. Kinsman in 2nd, Hamilton's 3rd. Matthew Payne with a 51.05. Well, he is 3/10 off the track. 51.05. He's blitzed the track record, in fact. No, I'm getting all confused. He hasn't yet. Don't worry about that. Sorry if you spilt your latte at home. Bray on the last lap, holding out Kinsman. Hamilton 3rd. Matthew Payne is the danger man in the final. There's no question about that. Maddie Stewart 5th. Jacob Cranston's in 6th. That looks like it'll be how they'll stack up as they cross the line here to reach the checkered flag. NZGP Motorsport star Daniel Bray taking the win from the 30 of Matt Kinsman, number 9 Matt Hamilton, 7 of Matthew Payne, 82 of Maddie Stewart, 93 Jacob Cranston, 5 of Daniel Bugler, 66 Glenn Ellis, 95 Clint Beaumont,